is all about learning when to bail / let go, right? So if I'm here and he starts sitting out or rolling or etc., go ahead and move wherever you like. So if I stay committed to doing this, right, who ends up on bottom, right? So if I was here and he does that same thing that he was doing, I literally just let go, who's going to end up on bottom, right? So sometimes, instead of, holding on to dear life to something, right, and if he does the same thing, I'm like, woo, right, and I'm going to end up on bottom if he keeps going, boom, boom, right? Sometimes you got to let go of things, right, because if you don't, right, and you end up doing like a half let go as well, like say I was like here, and I'm like, oh, keep going, right, and I'm like, haha, I let go, right, if he keeps going where he's doing, right, then I'm like, oh, no, you can also hurt your little limbs. Because you can put your limbs in some weird spots, like this, right? People can roll over your hands and stuff like that. So protect yourself, but also know that just like submissions, there are times to let go. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. I want y'all to experience this in the turtle position, right? Go ahead and attach, right? And from here, people are either just going to reach up and grab your elbow and basically roll, or do a sit out, your choice. I think for the very basic version, you should probably just roll like so. We could saw a fat man roll, whatever you want, right? Just take it over and roll, right? And then in this, I want you to feel when you should let go, basically. So he's here, and as soon as I do this, see how his chest leaves me? His chest doesn't need to leave me just yet, right? So if I'm here, right, and he doesn't leave me with his chest, right? Now you see how he's connected back with his hands, but his chest left me, right? Because if he kept his chest to me, right, he wouldn't be able to employ his hands appropriately. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Right? And then so like right here, I'm like, shoo. So here, boom, work. Does that make sense? Cool. Turtle up. All right. So let's say I was inside control. He starts to build up on me, aka turn into me, right? Right here, I can now, see how I thread my hand through? Right? I'm choosing a pivot, aka I'm actually just using my shoulder. If I did nothing with my hand, it really wouldn't matter, right? He's building up. You see how I now just pivoted? And I'm now on the other side. So if he was building into me, back, felt like I was losing it, right? Really, come around to the other side. This works in a myriad of ways, right? I'm here, he's coming, driving. I can literally do hop overs, right? Drop. You see I drop my hand, right? We do a walk around. Or we do an overfeed, right? See how he was coming up and I helped him build up, right? And now I can just feed over, okay? So, I want you to give that a feel, right? Of being in that side control position. Then basically being able to build up, and I want you to either go around, end up on the other side somehow, and basically just drive him back down. Making sense? Cool. Do it. So we see that when people build up, right, we can literally just rotate sides, right? Boom. And we can use this to keep people pinned and stay on top, right? At no point, though, should you just be erroneously walking around this person, right? Every time that I walk around or do something like this, I give an opportunity for them to attach to a limb or to make that space, etc. Right? So, when I'm here, even in north-south or whatever, if I'm like this, I'm not just swapping sides for no reason. Anytime that I'm doing this, I should be gaining better positioning. Does that make sense? Now, again, I'm going to do these things when I lose the position. Does that make sense? Losing the position means that he's starting to build up, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like I can hold him. Cool. Now I'm here, able to pit. Standing on top, not ending up on bottom. Say I don't do a circle around. He does his build up, right? And I'm trying to keep him here, right? It keeps building up. Like, I don't want to beat him down. I can, because he let me. Because he was silly, right?
So good, just stood up.
Let's see, we're here, right? You're building up. Boom, boom. That's another form of choosing side too late. That's probably the most common one you're gonna see is people in turtle, right? People are gonna be here, right? And they're gonna be like, aha, right? And they get bucked off, right? Or they get too high on the head, right? And they think, ooh, easy roll off, right?
That's what we hear in Sam a lot.
So if we're here, right, and we feel this, if we literally just pivot to the other side, we're not gonna be too deep.
Oh, there's a wrestling drill.
That one?
Yeah.
Right? So if we're here and we feel like we're too hard on one side, right, we can just literally keep walking. Now, if he starts to gravy or roll or whatever he wants to do, I'll keep my hands under attack, right? So he's trying to do a sit-up, right? So right here, I have the choice of either trying to pull his hips down, right? Or letting him do that build-up, right? And choosing a side when we're going, whether or not it's the side he's turning to. So how are you gonna turn? He turns that way, so if I turn away from him, see how I chose to choose like riding his shoulder / back? And then vice versa. He's turning into me. I can literally take just slightly, choosing a side. So that way I don't have to worry about him doing the initiation of breaking my grip basically. So if he breaks my grip, he gets to kind of dictate where this goes. Where if I'm here, right, I feel his feet, his movement, I get to choose where this goes, right? And even here, connect again, doesn't matter, right? But all we're doing is when we're either here, right, or riding on top of someone, is being able to swap our sides based on where pressure is, right? It's overcommitment on things and latching onto things for too long that'll have you spinning over, being rolled, etc. Does that make sense? Cool, give it a try.